Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Collectively Fearless, or I should say a Sunday special from Collectively Fearless with yours truly, Matt. And today we're going to talk about the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, the hardship and struggle that he had to go through. But first, I got to give a quick plug to my sponsor, Urban Boulevard. If you guys haven't checked them out yet, they're a clothing company with a lot of really cool designs for you as far as clothes, shoes, accessories. They have all that stuff. So if you go on their website right now, which is right below me, and you see anything on there that you really like, now I'll give you guys to give you guys a little bit of a heads up. They are a little pricey, so that's why I think my promo code Matty25 will help with that, because it'll give you 25% off, which will take a little bit of the load off of you financially. So guys, what are you waiting for? Go to their website right now, apply my discount code. I guarantee you're going to like what you see. Now, let's go ahead and get into today's episode or Sunday special on the death and resurrection of Jesus. And this comes right out of Mark 15, 12 through 15. And just to give you guys a little bit of commentary, without boring you guys with all the details, this chapter specifically is John the Baptist's story on the life of Jesus, how he died, and how he's persecuted. All that stuff is in that chapter, if knowledge serves me right. But but here we go. I'm going to go ahead and read this off to you guys right now. This is the NIV version, specifically the New International Version. Mark 15, 12 through 15. What shall I do then with the one you call the King of the Jews? Pilate asked them. Crucify him, they shouted. Why? What crimes has he committed? Asked Pilate. But they shouted all the louder, Crucify him! Wanting to satisfy the crowds, Pilate released Barabbas to them. He had Jesus flogged and handed him to be crucified. Okay, so I'm going to talk about how that came about, how Jesus died, and how he was crucified in just a couple of minutes. But I want to talk to you guys about how that's been hypocritically represented, especially in the church over the last few decades or so. But let me first start with what does it mean to live as an example of Jesus? What does that truly mean? I mean, we've all heard like different meanings, different interpretations, right? Different study. We've all read like different study notes from books and stuff like that. But what does it really mean? Because again, you got to think about the way that Jesus came here. Came down to earth and the way that he died, but the way that he died, I think is the one that usually stands out to most people, even people that don't go to church, that aren't devout Christians, that don't believe in God. Period. That's usually what stands out to people the most. So what does it really mean to live as an example? Well, it means through any trial, through any hardship, through any difficulty, you have to remember how he died, right? I mean, there could not be a more brutal way to have your life taken from you than that. To have three half-naked guys carry you over, hammer nails through your veins to a cross and just bleed and just bleed profusely and just be in complete, just total agony and pain and crying out to God, why have you allowed this? Why have you allowed me to be victimized this way? Why have you allowed me to die a slow and painful death like this? And it was to give people an example, not only to save people from their sins, but it's to give people a clear example of what it means to power through and to live through hardship, because you don't necessarily have to suffer through hardship, but while you're alive, while you're walking on planet Earth, you do have to live through hardships. And in today's society, not many people are equipped and know how to handle curveballs and really tough shit when it comes flying out at them out of nowhere. A lot of people just don't know how to handle it, and it's because we as a society and as a country have never really had to endure real trials and hardships. Not saying that we don't deal with any trials or hardships, but obviously we don't deal with the same hardships and trials that we had to go through 200 years ago, right? It's just not the same. It's just people just don't go through any real trials or tribulations, and so whenever something does come up, whenever an unfortunate event, maybe it's a loved one, maybe it's something happened to their job, maybe their car broke down, and they go, why did God let this happen to me? Does God not love me? Does God hate me? I thought, I thought my pastor told me that if I was a good Christian, if I avoided watching movies that had profanity, nudity, if I avoided cussing or saying bad words, that I would live just a complete linear, just perfect life like Jesus lived. When you're completely missing the point. You're completely missing the point of not only the reason that Jesus died, but the way that he had to die. Okay, and the problem with most people right now, and this is why I'll bring up 75 Hard a lot on the show, because I'm currently embarking on that right now. I still have another month and a half to go. But for those of you, the guys that don't know about 75 Hard, again, it's a program designed by Andy Frisella, and it's not just a fitness regimen or diet regimen. It's everything, right? It's all a combination of different things to help you to help you not only make your body healthier and stronger, but to make your mind stronger, to grow thicker skin, right? Which is you're gonna need it if you're gonna while living your life here, because this life is brutal, this life is difficult, and so while you're thinking about living as an example of Jesus and the way that he died, shouldn't you be able to handle little things like you get a flat tire in your car, or you get into some fight with your significant other about whatever, some stupid bullshit. Shouldn't you be able to not only handle those things, but to take those things in stride and go, hey, you know what? I'm gonna treat this as a way to help me grow. I'm gonna treat this as a learning experience, and I'm gonna treat this as a way to help me to develop resiliency and grit and toughness. And that's what it means to live as an example of Jesus. That's what it means to live to represent his death and resurrection on the cross. So that's my message for you guys. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please share this with your friends and your family. If you think it would help them the same way that it would help you, or if you think that this would be more beneficial to their cause as well. And then also subscribe to me on YouTube at Collectively Fearless to get more Sunday specials and to get more daily videos that I'm going to keep putting out in the future. Follow me on Instagram, and it's Matty_Ice. And just to give you guys a heads up, I'm not exactly sure how soon this is going to happen, but I am planning on transitioning these Sunday specials that I have every week and turning them into live events. And I'm not really sure. I may have to start just doing live streams by myself, which I've never done before. I've never done live stream before, or I might just hold however many people I can get to come to my events, or if I can even get a few people to agree to show up. I might just hold in-person events, either either here at a public place like a park, a beach. Maybe it'll be in somebody's backyard. But I'm going to start having events, and I'm going to push to start having them by the end of February. I'm not trying to give you guys a definite date, but that's what I'm aiming for right now. So if you guys want to stay tuned for that, make sure that you do all the things that I just said: subscribe, follow, share this content, and go to my sponsor and see if they have anything that you like, and if they do, apply my discount code. Now, that's all. This has been another Sunday special from Collectively Fearless, aka Revived. So until tomorrow, I will see you guys again for another daily video.